Let's jump right in, shall we? Welcome to this explainer. Today we're taking a pretty wild and frankly brilliant approach to mastering personal finance. No dry charts, no boring Wall Street jargon. Instead, we're navigating the economy like it's a literal jungle. We're looking at a fantastic source that breaks down the whole complex world of credit using monkeys, leaves, and bananas. Think of this as your official jungle survival guide to economics. By the end of this, you'll know exactly how credit actually works, how to dodge those hidden predators in the financial underbrush, and most importantly, how to use these tools to your absolute advantage. So, here's the fundamental question driving our entire modern economy. How does a monkey get a banana today if they're completely out of leaves? Imagine it. Life is good, the monkey really wants more bananas, but, well, their pockets are empty. The fix? Something called a leaf card. This little tool lets our monkey buy those delicious bananas right now and pay for them later. But, it's not magic. They're actually borrowing those leaves from a very specific place, the monkey bank.
To keep us from getting lost in the weeds, here's our quick roadmap. Welcome to Monkey Economics, the perks of the leaf card, the compound interest trap, beware of jungle fees, and finally, smart monkey survival tips.
All right, part one, welcome to Monkey Economics.
To really grasp how the monkey bank works, we need to look at the massive difference between the two main ways you can pay for things. When you use your own leaves, you're spending your actual hard-earned money. Once it's gone, yeah, it's gone. But the beauty is, you owe absolutely nothing. A leaf card, on the other hand, means you are borrowing leaves directly from the monkey bank. When you swipe that card, the bank steps in and pays the banana vendor for you. But now, you owe the bank. You usually get about a 30-day repayment window to hand those leaves back. If you pay it all off in time, awesome, everything's perfectly fine. But if you don't, well, things get a bit messy.
Actually, scratch that. You can't just stroll out of the jungle and demand a leaf card anyway. The monkey bank doesn't just hand these out to anybody. They usually start you off with a pretty low limit, say maybe 1,000 leaves, and you have to prove yourself. You have to prove that you buy things regularly and pay back what you owe right on time. All of this financial behavior is tracked, tallied up, and squeezed into one critical metric, your credit score. This is literally just a measure of how trustworthy you are. A better score means the bank is way more likely to approve you and let you borrow a much bigger pile of leaves. To put that into perspective, using our real-world benchmarks, a credit score of 740 in the US is considered good. It tells the bank, hey, I'm reliable. Hit 800 or above, and you're golden, a top-tier borrower. But, as our source so playfully points out, anything under a 580 is basically just not worth eating. It's a bad score. It flashes a giant warning sign to the bank that lending to you is a major risk.
Moving on to part two, perks of the leaf card.
You might be wondering why even play this game at all. Well, borrowing the bank's leaves comes with some absolutely major perks. Number one, it bails you out with unexpected jungle expenses or lets you pay for bigger things in smaller, bite-sized chunks over time. Number two, using it responsibly actually builds up that credit score we just talked about, which is totally crucial if you ever want the bank to finance something massive like a new treehouse. Number three, security. This is huge. If a thief snatches your card, they're stealing the bank's leaves, not yours, and the bank shuts that down fast. Same thing if you accidentally buy a bunch of fake bananas. The bank will literally fight the scammer for you. And lastly, the rewards. Banks are desperate for you to use their cards, so they throw incredible sign-up bonuses at you. We're talking extra leaves, banana points for your next holiday, banana miles for flights. There are even ultra-elite cards for the richest monkeys loaded with crazy free perks. Sounds like a total win-win, right?
Okay, part three, the compound interest trap.
So, let's step into the darker, more dangerous underbrush of the jungle for a second, because the risks here are real. The whole catch is this. If you don't pay back your borrowed leaves in full and on time, the bank slaps you with a fee for borrowing. That's your interest rate. But it gets so much worse because of this invisible force called compound interest. This is the monkey bank charging you a percentage on your ever-growing debt for every single day you delay. It's basically a severe penalty that makes the weight of what you owe heavier and heavier.
Let's actually look at the math from our source to see how fast this spirals. Imagine you borrow 100 leaves at a monthly interest rate of 2%. If you forgot to pay it back after the first month, the bank adds 2%, which is just 2 leaves. So now you owe 102. Not terrible, right? But here is the trap. In month 2, they do not charge you 2% on the original 100. Oh no, they charge you 2% on the new 102. That equals 2.04 leaves, bumping your total to 104.04. By month 3, they take 2% of that new number, bringing your debt up to 106.12 leaves. This debt is literally ballooning out of control, and you haven't even bought a single new banana. The interest is just compounding right on top of itself.
Now you might be thinking, hey, I'll just pay the minimum amount the bank asks for each month and avoid any late penalties. Do not do this. This is exactly where so many get permanently stuck. If you only pay that minimum, most of your leaves are just going straight into the bank's pockets to cover that newly generated interest. You are barely chipping away at the actual original bananas you bought. Your debt stays massive, and the bank just keeps profiting off of you month after month.
Which brings us to part 4. Beware of jungle fees.
Compound interest is bad, for sure, but it is definitely not the only predator hiding in your credit card agreement. Brace yourself, because the list of hidden fee triggers is just staggering. Ready? Sometimes there's a setup fee literally just to get the card. Miss a payment? Late fee. Want to just keep the card in your wallet for a year? Annual fee. Need to pull actual physical leaves from an ATM? Fee. Buying bananas on vacation in another monkey country? Foreign transaction fee. Use the card too much? Fee. Don't use it enough? Believe it or not? Fee. And, as our source hilariously points out, if you try to buy the 2005 Emma Thompson film Nanny McPhee, well, you get the idea. The bank will invent almost any excuse to extract more leaves from you if you aren't reading the fine print.
Finally, part 5. Smart Monkey Survival Tips.
Okay, we've covered the amazing perks and dodged the terrifying traps. Now let's lock in some actionable rules. The absolute first thing any smart monkey has to do before getting a Leaf card is look for a 3-letter acronym, APR, or annual percentage rate. This number is your best friend because it reveals the true cost of borrowing. It doesn't just give you the base interest rate, it rolls in some of those sneaky extra bank fees we just laughed about, giving you the real total percentage you're going to be charged over a year if you carry a balance. Bottom line, always check the APR.
Let's break this down into a super quick 5-step survival guide. Rule 1, like we just said, check that APR. Rule 2, don't just grab any random card. Pick one that actually gives you rewards for the bananas and jungle flights you already buy. Rule 3, if you want a rock-solid credit score, try to keep your spending under 30% of your total allowed limit before paying it back. The banks love that. It shows massive restraint. Rule 4, track your expenses carefully. Set up calendar alerts so you literally never miss a due date. And Rule 5, the absolute golden rule of the jungle, always pay back your entire balance in full every single month. Leaf cards are absolutely not free money. They are incredibly powerful tools, and with great power comes great responsibility.
To wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a really memorable thought straight from our source material. Apes together strong. By understanding the inner mechanics of the monkey bank, respecting the brutal math of compound interest, and having the discipline to avoid those ridiculous fees, you can totally master your own financial jungle. So here's my final question for you. Are you ready to wield the great power of the Leaf card responsibly, or are you going to let the jungle fees eat your bananas? Thanks so much for exploring with us, and we'll see you on the next deep dive.